Okay, so I brought my fashy friend.
Are we recording now?
Yeah. Say hello, say your will, say...
Recording now? Yeah. Recording now? Okay, hold on.
Go ahead and introduce yourself to the...
Alright, yeah, I am the antagonizer, the intimidator, and the overall, internet troll.
This is Will.
I'm a bad guy.
He's a very, very bad guy. He's a Nazi,
I'm an infamous...
and he thinks Hitler was the last great emperor,
That's true.
non-ironically. And he lives a life of sin. Okay, what we're gonna do is Murdoch basically blessed me and put me in a video of theirs. At first, I was nervous because I thought it was gonna be like super intense, but it was actually very well done, very funny. Have you seen it yet? You
Yeah.
saw a little bit of it, right? What'd you think?
Dude, I love it.
Right.
I mean, it's great.
Well-
I feel like they read my mind.
Murdoch?
Yeah, dude.
Why?
They're just so their ear to the ground when it comes to like the current political climate in the alt-right is so spot on. Like the memes are so spot on that a lot of us can just connect on it in so many ways. I guess it just speaks to like how memes are almost like a singularity of mind, or like.
Didn't you say that you got interviewed recently for something like that, or can you bring that up?
Oh yeah, the BBC did a massive hit piece on me, dude. And
Did it already come out?
They tricked me. No, they didn't. I don't know. It was a good interview, man. They came out. We did an interview, and
Keep going.
they just asked me like what is it about memes. They wanted my expertise, like my insight on
On memes?
on how to meme. And why does the left suck at memeing so bad? And
They said that?
pretty much they asked. They were
Lefty
like, why
pole?
do you guys so good with memes and the left just sucks so much dick? And we were like, well, they're hobbled. They're hobbled by political correctness.
You can't be edgy.
Yeah, you can't be
and
edgy.
be on the left. That would be weird. But I actually think that it was Lefty Pole. They're the reason why Murdoch doesn't have their channel the way it's supposed to be. But all right, let's go ahead and we're gonna watch this. I don't think we're not gonna watch the whole thing. I just want to get to because that would be an insanely long video.
First she hangs out with Generation Identitaire, now she's making videos about demographic decline. Why do you have to go and screw everything up for me?
It's not my fault.
You wrote the script. Okay guys, now you know Lauren Southern's going to be in Kekistan tonight, so I want you all to be on your best behavior. I may have made a mess of things last time, but my seed must be sown in those wheat fields.
We shall lay siege to Kekistan, pull down its walls, and salt the fields. Those cringy LARPers have made a mockery of our movement.
No. Kekistan is a great oasis to draw normies further to our movement.
That's you, right?
Yeah. Well,
Right.
yeah. I told you, man. It's like, I don't know. They're spot on.
Like you love Kekistan, but a lot of people in the alt-right, they say, fuck it, it's cringy, I hate it, but you want it to draw people in.
Yeah. Well.
To basically full-blown, like...
People are trying to subvert that narrative. Like, it never was about Nazism. It's like, yeah, it is. There's a fucking blood flag.
Right.
So-
All right.
Red pill.
Yeah, because civic nationalism is such a red pill.
Shit, is that our...
Dude, they fucking hate civic nationalism. It's almost like the alt-right hates civic nationalism more than any other political movement. They dog on it so bad. Is it because if you get to civic nationalism and you don't go the whole 9 yards, you're just more of a cuck because you stopped right there?
You're the ultimate cuck because like you're ultimately cucked on race. Like you believe everything about the West, but you don't know why the West. I mean, if you say you love the West, you're a racist because it's implicitly white. The West is a white thing. So, I mean, you're not gonna have the West and without white people. You're not gonna have like a Western culture in Africa without it being in South Africa.
Right.
Well, hello, my fellow MAGA-based peeps. Welcome to Kekistan, where everybody agrees the West is the best.
What is that?
Oh, that's our fellow-based Australopithecus friend.
Why are there Australopithecus in Kekistan?
Well, last March, they just started arriving by the boatload. But don't worry, they love freedom and have all agreed that the West is the best.
See, this is why
They
civic
pledge themselves to democracy.
They're gonna
I get
explain.
it.
They're gonna explain why civic nationalism is dumb. This whole thing is about why civic nationalism doesn't make any sense.
Right.
So you'll understand that.
Don't demean me.
And our values. So we decided to make them all base legal Kekistani citizens. The council meeting is just about to begin. Come on, fellas.
When I first heard of Kyrgyzstan in the skeptic community, I thought it was a place for a bunch of right-wing SJWs. But then I met our fearless leader who taught me to be curious and to be patriotic, to question all things, except for race realism and the JQ. So without further ado, I present our dear leader, Mouthy Vishnu of Mossad.
Of Mossad. Dude, you're a Mossad
As is
agent now.
tradition here in Kyrgyzstan, we are here for our yearly vote. Yes, Dr. Zayas.
We won't vote now. More Gibbs for Australopithecus people. We had long boat ride. Very dangerous. Need Gibbs.
Ah, yes, Dr. Zayas. Your people have been through much. But Kyrgyzstan believes you should pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. It is part of our values to maintain a small and unintrusive government.
No, we vote now. Democracy, our values. We vote now.
Come on, guys. They've really been through a lot.
Is that one supposed to be
Let's
you
just
too?
help
I know, I
There's
don't-
like
I-
three of you.
Randy, you can't
I don't think
just
that one was
feed
me.
the whole world. That's not what Kyrgyzstan is about. It's about
Is
nationalism
that me?
and caring for our own people first.
That's not me.
Unless we're talking about Israel, in which case we
Is
can
it?
all agree there's no limit to the amount of
The
praise
same.
Jesus.
You hear what he
The vote
said?
is sacred. We must honor our principles. Dr. Zayas, your people have pledged their allegiance to our Constitution, and therefore they must be represented. Let the vote begin. All in favor of giving Gibbs to the Australopithecus, raise your hands.
One thing I don't get is why do I have a VidCon shirt on?
Well, okay, that thing represents all of y'all. Cause when it said Mouthy, what was it? Mouthy Vishnu of
Assad.
But that was like
of Mossad.
Fash.
Right.
All in favor of giving Gibbs to the Australopithecus, raise your hands.
Is this what we sacrifice so much for? To be held down by institutionalized racism? Oh, I'm not racist. I'm not a racist.
Then it's settled. The motion carries.
You guys, look. It's Lauren Southern. I'll catch up with you later. Lauren, hey.
Dr. Murdoch. Funny running into you here of all places.
Lauren, I'm really sorry about inadvertently killing your based black friend. Let me make it up to you by taking you out to dinner.
I should.
Okay, let me fast forward here. That enforces its borders. Is that roaming fucking millennial?
Mhm.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
why are you fast forwarding it, bro?
All right. Well, I'm trying to. All right.
There's so many
it,
good
it would be
points.
so long of a video.
You don't have to but you do kind of need to. If you want to, you're not gonna be able to comment on the video if you didn't see the everything. You're gonna understand their whole point on perspective on
But
civil
I just
nationalism.
want to protect you.
It's nice to feel protected. What do you want in this life, Dr. Murdoch?
Oh, I don't know. A house. An Aryan wife who could breed me a litter of children.
Sometimes I think it would be nice to leave all this journalist stuff behind and find a good man to be bred with. Maybe he could breed me.
Do you like Lauren Southern?
Yes.
Do you really?
Well, no.
She's-
I mean,
I know, right? Because hold on, because there's this thing where Lauren Southern she's not a white nationalist. She doesn't dare criticize it. But why isn't she? Really, like, well, why isn't she a white nationalist? Because like the video that she made about you, or the video that she did where you were in it, she literally called you a Nazi and said, "Oh, but we need to be wary of these kinds of people." Remember?
He even said that in the video. He says, "Why do you?" She's like, "I'm not a white nationalist, but I think they should have free speech." He's like, "Why do you say it like that? Are we supposed to be a villain or something?"
Right.
Yeah. Dude, she is.
And for those of y'all who don't know, she recently made a video in which Will was in it because Will was recently in a situation where you got basically, like, you were sitting there with all your memes and the Pepes. Who was it that got rid of you?
3%ers.
Yeah, but what is it that they're called again?
The Oath Keepers?
The Oath Keepers.
Well, this was 3%ers. There were Oath Keepers there, but the Oath Keepers have counter-signaled us before, but that was 3%er, or they had 3%er patches on. I don't know what the hell.
And the Oath Keepers fucking...
Yeah, well, they physically removed, they physically removed me.
Now, right now, or we get the cops. Right now, or we get the cops. Pick up your shit. Go. Right now. Right now. By now, I mean right now.
Guys, you gotta go, man.
Son,
You are leaving here one way or another. How do you and we can help you. We can help you.
Right. And what's her name? Lauren Southern.
She defended my right to free speech, but the thing about Laura Southern is she's like, I want to save Western civilization. She's perfect phenotype white girl with no kids or no husband. She wants to save the West. I mean, how are you fighting for Western civilization if you're a woman and you're just this career woman who just gets a Patreon account filled up with money from these thirsty beta orbiters in our movement? She's like capitalizing on our movement and not even asking the real question.
So she's capitalizing on the alt-right, but she's not willing to go the extra mile and say that she's alt-right. Why is that, you think? Well, I wonder
just plausible deniability. I mean, if fucking some white supremacist shoots up a school or something and says that, hey, I did it because of Laura Southern. I don't know why. I don't know. I mean, maybe...
She won't say why.
Well, her Patreon got showed.
Right, I
saw that. So she might as well go fash. I mean, I don't understand.
Right, yeah, I saw.
I don't think there's no such thing as a fascist woman, bro. They're if they don't have a husband and kids, they're liberals. That's what liberalism meant. A liberal woman in the 60s or whatever it was, that's what that meant. You know? So that's what she is. She's a liberal.
All right, let's... Okay, we're good. All right, let's continue.
W's, baby. Buy my merch, baby. Give donations, baby.
God damn, I would eat Twizzlers out of your ass.
You should have watched the first part.
What's going on here in Kegistan?
Why? What's up?
You missed.
It's fine. It's fine.
And these guys in black suits came and took her away. Come on, we gotta follow them. Look.
It looks like they're a cult or something.
Now, Rage. You knew when you came to Kegistan that racism is not tolerated. How do you plead?
Oh.
Through your silence, you have admitted your guilt. As custom, before we burn you at the stake, we must recite the 21 words. In this moment, I am euphoric. Not because of any funny gods.
Sargon, Sam Harris, for some reason, The Amazing Atheist, and me.
But because I am...
I don't know who that is. Do you know who that is? Thunderfoot, Armored Skeptic.
I don't know who any of these people are.
Okay, well, I mean, okay.
Dr. Zaius, what brings you here to our witch burning?
We want new vote now.
But Dr. Zaius, we just had a vote. We won't have another council meeting till next year.
Look at me. Look at me. We democracy now. If you not vote, we rape your women, kill your men, burn your city to ground.
I love that they're like, they made me this way. That everybody's coming to me for terrible information.
We will honor our sacred commitment to democracy. We wouldn't want people to think we're racists. Come then, let us vote. Surely the majority will see reason in this madness. I feel like a happening's happening.
I think we're gonna need backup.
Mouthy Vishnu, thank goodness we found you. Dr. Murdoch and I have been looking over some data, and we believe the Kekistan...
This is my favorite fucking part. Because I thought... I'm not going to show this part, but I thought that they were going to have me eventually come to their side. Because they start telling me about all the evidence, and I'm like, huh, okay. But that's not what happens.
The Constitution is under threat. Nonsense, Lauren. Kekistan has never been greater. But if our data is correct, these Australopithecus will outnumber us in just a matter of days. What does that matter? Kekistan is a place where we are concerned about ideas and individualism, not skin color.
Sir,
I totally get it. I totally get it. Okay, look, which is that we don't... ideas and everything is interesting, but I think we also need to be honest about the reality of race, politically. I totally get that.
I mean, yeah.
Right.
Race realism. Mouthy Buddha endorses race realism, and he wants to gas the Jews.
I don't want to gas the Jews. You can't just make that association. You don't want to gas the Jews. You do want to gas the Jews. Be honest with yourself. Tell the world what you want to do.
I don't want to gas anybody. No.
You don't want to gas the Jews you believe are fucking...
Maybe a few. Maybe a few of them. But not just because...
Soros? He's an atheist.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Okay, the thing is with Jews, it doesn't matter if they're atheists. There's this nepotism on either culturally, religiously, or ethnically. They're all on one of those three. Maybe all three. Maybe only one or the other. I mean, maybe they're just like, oh well, that's my culture. You know, it's where I grew up. We were told that we're the chosen, whether it's just the chosen culture.
So you don't like Jared Taylor? Jared Taylor has Jews working for his institution. He praises Jews all the time.
Yeah, I don't like that.
You don't like Jared Taylor though?
I mean,
I think, dude, if the alt-right has a chance, it's Jared Taylor who's going to be able to...
Nobody even knows who... I mean, Amaranth's big this year, but NPI is going to be way bigger. Right. So, well, I mean, I don't think really... Spencer really talks about the JQ that much, but...
He doesn't. He just talks about Israel and influence very vaguely.
Yeah.
He kind of dog whistles every now and then.
Yeah.
It shows that the Australopithecus have an average IQ of 55. It's too abstract for them to understand the values. They just want the gives. Every time Kekistan has a vote, the original inhabitants will vote for ideas, but the Australopithecus will vote for whatever's good for their own people.
All of the skeptic community is in complete agreement that IQ data is pseudoscience.
I don't think you're in agreement with that.
Do what?
You don't agree with that, right?
No, I don't agree with that at all.
You are right that they aren't assimilating fast enough.
But I think they're just being facetious.
Yeah.
Right. That's... Obviously, this is satire. But yeah.
We might need to cut back a bit on immigration.
So I think where they got that was from my problem with the alt-right video. So do you think it's not a good idea that it's not more practical to just stop immigration? Stop it.
Well, he says they're going to outbreed us anyway. And it's true. I mean, if our birth rate is low and they have a high birth rate, then cutting off immigration is just the first step. I mean, you do have to deport people. I mean...
Voluntary eugenics or something like that?
I like voluntary eugenics. I think they have that in Kentucky now or something. I don't know.
Right.
That's a good start.
Even if you were to build a great dam and stop all immigration, the ones that are here, that you made legal, will still outbreed us within weeks.
Silence! All this sounds like right-wing SJW rhetoric. I will hear no more of it.
Bullshit. I don't ever say that.
Let's take our seats.
People of Kekistan, we have brought you together for an emergency vote. Dr. Zeus of the Australopithecines would like to bring forth a new amendment to our Constitution. Dr. Zeus, you have the floor.
We want Air Jordans for Australopithecus people. You pay your privilege.
Dr. Zeus, I'm sorry, I don't understand. What do you mean you want Air Jordans?
All those in favor of Air Jordans for Australopithecus, raise hand.
Well, I never thought I'd live to see big government in Kekistan. But at least we still have our Constitution.
Where are Air Jordans?
What do you mean? It will take time for us to ship out such a large order of Air Jordans.
You lie. You be racist. We democracy. We vote. You not democracy. You barbarian. We rape your women. Kill your children now.
My word! This is unconstitutional! Dr. Murdoch, save me!
Does that mean?
Yep. Kill them. Kill them all.
I love this part.
It is pretty cool. It's
This is a great show.
it really is, dude. Like,
This needs to be on television. I love this part.
Lacey Green.
That's shoe on head right there.
Right. Oh, Blair White too. Are you serious? Dude, I love Blair White.
What was up with her crying in that video you posted? What was that about?
Oh, she was tripping over some shit.
Okay. Andrew Anglin. Actually, that's Paul. That's Saxon Tex.
Right. How do they do all this stuff?
He killed you, man.
I know.
Should have just been woke on the race question, bro.
That was good.
No, it's still going.
Oh,
Get
shit.
the final message in. You're
Okay,
gonna find
okay.
out why they hate
No.
city nationalism.
First you clean the chamber and then mop the barrel.
I think I caught something from that happer.
Serves you right hanging with those half-hearted harpies. But you know, if it brings more boys and girls closer to our movement, how can I really be all that mad about it?
Wait, hold on. I want to say this. The white thing.
Jared Taylor.
Right. Now that is that a dog whistle for all of white nationalists? White.
It's just
thing?
a meme.
But okay, but the reason why it's a meme is because white nationalists and white identitarians usually say white, right? They say white this, white that.
It's just a joke about
But
Jared
no,
Taylor.
because no, it can't be.
It literally says that in the dictionary.
Dude, Charles Murray said it that way on the Sam Harris podcast. People, I don't think of Charles Murray as a white nationalist, but he did say white. And I remember when I heard that, I go, what the
I don't know.
fuck?
Oh, wait, so you think it's a top?
Right.
It might be. I don't know.
Dude,
I
like-
mean,
like-
maybe he. Yeah. I mean, but on the right stuff .biz, they have a lexicon, and it's in there spelled like that, and it just says how Jared Taylor says it.
But whites put forward a set of values that any race has been proven to be able to adhere to. So why don't we just say that the ones who aren't adhering to the values gotta go, and the ones who are fine?
I mean, that's a start.
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't countersay if they're like, we just started getting rid of degenerates. They're all getting shipped out. I'd be like, hell yeah, I hope I don't get shipped out. But
Right. Like, and you have been.
yeah, I know. I mean, I guess that's that's kind of the main argument against fascism is what if you create a monster and then all of a sudden you're in the oven? You know, I don't know.
Right.
So,
and,
I mean, that's...
And the purity spiral, I think, is a good argument against it, too. Because
Yeah.
you have your your alt-righters who just say white, and then you have your alt-righters who say, no, we need the Irish and then we need the Swedes with the Swedes and the Scottish with the Scottish, or else it's just, what do you think of that?
I think that it just would, it's not like we need to force, we don't necessarily need to force anything. We just want to normalize the ideas of, if someone wanted to start a fucking colony of Swedes that only bred with Swedes, we want to make it that's acceptable. They could say that. If we wanted to start making, it's not. We're not forcing anyone to do anything as much as we are just first normalizing.
You just want to be able to opt out of multiculturalism, multiracialism.
Yes.
You just want to be able to say, hey, I just want to opt out of this, right?
Right.
And I'm fine. I'm fine with multiculturalism, multiracialism. I'm fine with it. I don't give a fuck, dude. We live in Houston. Taco trucks. We go to when I go to Agora downtown, it's just a plethora of different races, and they're all hipsters, and they're all on their computers, and it's fine to me. I don't care. But
no,
if you
I
want
don't.
to say,
I hate it, dude. I mean, I was
really?
I just got yesterday. I was on the west side, man, and I can't. You can't even stop at a gas station over there, bro.
You're talking about the ghetto.
It's not. It's dude. You know how much it costs to live there?
No. Okay. Well, no. Houston's a very interesting place because you can be in a very rich part of town,
and there's
all of a
degenerates
sudden,
everywhere,
and there's homeless. Yeah. We definitely need to clean that up.
That's the problem. I mean, just the thing is, you see it as it's not so bad, but if you saw it for how great it could be, maybe you'd, you know what I mean? Maybe you would agree. I mean, my grandpa grew up in Houston. He used to leave his bike outside, and they left the doors unlocked, and that was in the 50s. So.
All right, but yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. Will, is there any deep theme you would like to provide to the audience?
Keep watching Murdoch. And John. Watch all of John's videos. And possibly, if I ever make videos, watch those too.
All right, guys. All right.